18.5.
Alright, we're doing top lane.
Okay.
That's what people want.
What's up?
Alright. Sorry. Alright, so Tim, are you logged in? Cool.
Yeah, one
Let's
Okay.
let's choose the 4-minute one. So it's the second one that I have. It has God Milk on Cho, I am Terra on Blitzcrank,
which one is it? Okay, well, let me.
Alex the Man on Vayne.
Which one is it? The second one?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see
Delicious
it.
Milk GG on Nocturne.
Well, if you spectate on, I can just spectate off of you.
Okay, that works. Alright, so lots of diamonds, cool. We're gonna watch this game. So this game, I don't even know who's gonna be mid in this. It's either Malphite or Zed, and Rengar's top. I feel like Zed would go against Cat.
Yeah, that's most likely what's gonna happen.
Did you find the game that I'm specking, by the way?
I think so. Is it Alex
Alright.
the Man? Okay, yeah, it just popped up. Alright. I will be spectating in just a moment.
Alright. Tell me when you're in and stop at 525.
Okay. Loading up.
And then we'll start talking about nonsense first. Just to start us off, I'm just gonna go over some items right now. So we do have Malphite going for a really tanky sustain build at the moment. He is going for a bottle plus wards, and this is really good, especially because he's fighting against somebody that doesn't have mana. So because he doesn't have mana, or because Rengar doesn't have mana, he can harass without any cost. And being able to have all that regen means that you can stay in lane longer and stronger. Rengar, on the other hand, started with Elixir and 3 pots, or rather, probably more than 3, but Elixir and a bunch of health pots. This is because Rengar really wants to, in this matchup, Rengar wants to all in. So he really wants to get in Malphite's face and just take him all the way down. Pots are really bad when somebody's trying to all in you, because it makes it so, it's good if you're getting harassed, it's good for harass and trading, but if someone's gonna go 100 to 0 you, pots, you're not gonna regen, you don't have time to regen when you're insta-dead. So that's what Rengar is trying to go for with his Elixir right now, and this is becoming a very common top lane choice. As far as summoners, we have
It's gonna change, by the way, as a side note. It's gonna change once they increase the price of Fortitude pots. So.
Oh yeah, and the fact that you can only stack up to 5 health pots.
Yes.
That's coming in the newer patch, whenever it's coming out.
Yeah. By the way, the earliest I could pause that is 618.
618. All right,
Yeah.
I'll play till 618 and then pause it. So both still nope. Go back to Malphite. I'm just gonna watch Malphite for the time being. Here. Speed up a little bit. Alright. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, I'm paused.
Okay.
Alright, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright.
So they also both did get flash ignite. Malphite can get away with doing teleport instead. In a lane like this, I think I would actually go teleport instead for this, because Malphite's not gonna beat Rengar in a 1v1. So the least he can do is help the team out when the team needs to go for objectives. Lose tower early and be able to take your the dragon as exchange, stuff like that. I would rather take teleport for this lane matchup. What do you think, Tim?
Yeah, I agree with that. Rengar has sustained from his W. He's got free harass because he's manaless. He's also started with a Fortitude pot, so it's going to be a bad idea to try to fight him anyway. I really only see Malphite winning this if Rengar messes up really badly or just gets ganked repeatedly, like 3-man gank, or just gets caught with a 2-man gank in a bad position. Other than that, Malphite's probably not going to kill him, so yeah, teleport would have been better in my opinion as well.
So Rengar did actually just roam bottom and get a double kill. And this is, I mean, this is really good play by Rengar. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see that because we're on Malphite right now. But what we are going to see is Malphite, seeing that his lane opponent isn't there, he's going to be pushing really hard. So if you notice, he's actually using all of his mana, or he's using his ground slam whenever he can, just so he can start pushing harder. And once the minions are into the lane, he is going to back.
Yeah, and normally you'd want to try to get the next minion wave as well, so that it'd be guaranteed that you miss, or his opponent misses that wave. But Rengar was already on his way back to base before he got there, so there wasn't enough time to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna switch to watch Rengar for a little. Okay.
Just tell me when you're switching and I'll switch too.
I already switched.
Yeah, I'm just saying in general. Alright.
Okay, so Rengar coming back, he did get Mobo boots, so you can tell even he realizes that he's probably not gonna get a lot of kills on Malphite in lane. So the Mobo boots are really for roaming. So he'll be able to go and gank bottom, come back top really fast, or even like go gank, or even go bottom, or sorry, mid. I meant mid in that first sentence, but even go gank bottom and just like run up top because he has Mobo boots. He runs like the wind.
Another option that he could do is to focus on trying to kill Nocturne in his jungle as well, but he doesn't have enough wards for that.
So this is actually really important where his ward placement is right here. Because there is a Nocturne on the opposing team, so Nocturne ult gets from really long range. This means you have to start warding farther up. And you can tell like this is a really good place for it. It gets him whenever he's trying to get out from blue buff. So whenever he has a buff and he's trying to leave with it, or red Nocturne I mean, he'll be able to spot that gank coming.
Yeah, the only thing he'll have to watch out for is lane ganks, like Nocturne's trying to do right now. There's not much that Rengar really has to worry about right now, other than the Malphite burst from his ult and his E, on top of the Nocturne damage. Though with his ult up, he shouldn't die, or really be worrying about dying.
One thing to note is that either Cho had good awareness, or Rengar had really good map sense. Because they knew that Nocturne was going up, and they had Cho positioned there just for that situation. But oh, he is going to barely get out, and he's going to leave Cho behind. Unfortunately, Cho was a little too far out, and they are going to be able to pick up a double kill right now. So, good on them. Cho, he was over here, and then for some reason he walked around, and this gave him a lot of time to just dump on Nocturne, or dump on Rengar when Rengar was just getting focused on ulti and Fear. So Rengar was just CC'd all the way up here, and Cho just took the long route instead of coming up here and placing down Rupture on top of Rengar and possibly saving him there.
Yeah, and he should have backed up immediately after trying to throw out his Rupture, but he just stayed and was trying to fight for some reason. So they just turned on him and killed him.
Can you specify who's echoing? Alright, so I don't think it should be echoing. I don't have the stream volume at all. So this is something that Malphite did really poorly. Like he overstayed his welcome really far. So
low health and no wards.
I didn't actually see his mana consumption or how much mana he had there either, but that just wasn't good.
Yeah.
So one thing that Rengar does really well is pushing towers down. Like he takes a tower from high to really low extremely quickly because of his Qs. So like you can already see how fast he's taking this tower right now. Just with 3 creeps tanking, so in the time of 6 tower shots, he got what, a fourth of it down at level 9? That's pretty good. So he does look like he's going for a more tanky build though, and he's not going in for that all-in strategy anymore. This is actually going to give Malphite a little catching up, because Malphite's going to be able to build his tanky damage. Like, he's going for it looks like he's going for a Sunfire Cape right now.
It looks like he's going for Malphite, okay.
Malphite, yeah, Malphite's going for Sunfire. And he'll be able to not only out-tank Rengar, but at one point I think he might be able to, because Rengar's not doing an all-in build, he might actually be able to kill Rengar. Rengar is getting involved. It does get the hit on Vayne, but Condemn comes out. So Blitzcrank played this really well, sacrificing himself for Vayne and taking that Caitlyn ult. And if you notice, up here, the important part was Katarina came up to defend this tower. Ooh, and she flashed a Malphite ult. So that was really good on Katarina. Both because she knew that, oh, Rengar's going down bottom, that means I should cover top.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
So let's switch to Malphite right now.
Yeah.
Just because, you know, Rengar's dead.
Yeah, they're not really gonna be able to do anything about Dragon, so they're just pushing as much as they can. Katarina doesn't really wave clear very well, especially if they have two champions that can just burst them down really easily. Though with Rengar, they might be able to pick up the kills.
They'll be able to pick up Malphite here. They won't be able to pick up Nocturne, though. Nocturne's too far.
Yeah. If Rengar didn't have those buffs, I don't know if they would have gotten him, but that's the case. So, and they should have backed up again.
Yeah.
Knowing that Rengar was going to be coming back up again with MOBA boots. So.
But they did trade a Dragon for a tower, so that's actually an even trade. Dragon is worth an equal amount as tower, so... On the other hand, because Dragon is more of a temporary time-based gold, while tower is a definite, what I mean is tower doesn't go away, but Dragon can be taken by the enemy. It's potential gold that you can lose, but towers will always be potential gold that is waiting there. Dragon is slightly more important than towers.
Early on, anyway.
As an example, like, if I don't get the Dragon at 15 minutes, I can get it at 20 minutes. On the other hand, like, but I can
minutes,
also lose it there. What'd you say?
I said it would be at 21 minutes.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you can possibly lose the chance to take Dragon, but the tower is always going to be standing. So even if you don't take it now, you can take it later, and you always have the chance to take it.
Yeah,
so
but in that case, they had just killed Blitzcrank, knocked Vayne out of lane, and Cho'Gath was already there, so they took the Dragon since there was going to be no way for the blue team to be able to contest that, especially with Nocturne top.
Tower is really important for map control, but top tower is probably the least important in that aspect. Top tower doesn't really protect anything. It protects Baron, but at this point in the game, who needs Baron protection, you know? The towers that are really important that you want to take down, and I still don't know if I would take them down instead of Dragon. It would come at a, it would be like, maybe, but definitely the ones that I would take down would be Biddle. Biddle would probably be the most important tower to take down first. It's the highest priority. So this is actually something I really like seeing. Redguard pushed in really deep on Malphite. So this forces Malphite to actually stay top and burn a lot of his mana to kill creeps. Now if Redguard decides to go mid and force a fight, Malphite won't be able to get there in time, and he won't have the mana to really participate very much.
And Malphite used his ult and flash to try to kill Rengar, so he's not going to really have anything to contribute anyway to the team fight if he kills us.
Yep. So I guess Malphite's just kind of pushing. So this is also good on Malphite. He's realized that he's not going to be able to do a lot in the team fight coming up if there is one. So he's decided to push instead.
Unstoppable.
And it's going to have the same effect pretty much. Somebody has to come top to stop this push, which means that if he decides to roam instead, which in this case he's not, then they'll have a 5v4 fight on their hands. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Rengar because Rengar's actually doing something.
This Malphite's not really playing his role very well in my opinion. I mean, he's playing Malphite, he's getting tanky, he's farming, but he's not really contributing much to the game, in my opinion, as far as the top laner goes. He has the teleport, which is definitely doing a lot more. And the Rengar basically is taking advantage of that with his MOBA boots and just ganking everyone.
Yep.
There's also a thing about Rengar is once he gets ahead early on, like he doesn't need items to pretty much instigate people. Like when he went on that Vayne, he just used a full combo and almost killed her.
So I'm switching to Malphite because Malphite's fighting again. I switched to Malphite because Malphite is dueling right now.
Yeah.
Although, actually, I'm switching back to Rengar. Rengar's in a...
Rengar's doing really
He's in
well.
a tussle.
Double kill.
He's in a tussle. So you can tell like the difference between the play from diamond to like say gold. In gold, for instance, when a top laner tries to do this sort of thing where he goes bottom instead, it's very rare to see your jungler or your mid actually cover lane for him. This is actually a this technique, I guess. It really does win games. Like it sounds silly, but something like this really does win games because it makes it so you can't push down the tower when he leaves. And when you push down the tower, when you get an early push on an opponent's tower anyway, you do get team gold for your team. So you put the rest of your team at a slight advantage. When you do start roaming, it's just better off.
And also, Katarina's kind of behind, so she's not going to be doing a lot of damage in team fights. So she has enough wave clear, not too much, but she has enough to hold the towers for a little while when people come to push them down.
Okay, so this Malphite actually played this very well. He timed his ulti just for when Rengar would be out of condemn stun. So he actually, like, normally you would see them like pop it too early and they stack the CC durations. So this isn't really like a technique. This is more of a burden of launch in my opinion. So just kind of knowing the durations of what your champion and other champions can do, or the potentials of what other people can do. So Malphite's now sacrificing himself where his teammates might be able to get away. Zed on the other hand is a greedy little bitch and is gonna die for it. So I don't, that was really dumb on his part. So I'm switching to Rengar because Rengar's alive.
Excuse me.
Rengar have anything on his bone necklace yet?
I say he keeps getting killed and he died that last time, so
yeah.
He lost a few stacks there. But he's doing pretty well. He's got the movement speed buff, which is really good, especially with his MOBA boots.
Yeah, he's
gonna be roaming
super fast right now. I think his max right now is 4065. And now he has red buff.
Yeah, so basically whoever Rengar jumps on is probably gonna die, except for like Malphite. He's gonna use his full burst, put them below half health, and then they're not gonna be able to get away with it, because he has a cutlass too as well. So
in this particular scenario though, I think I would have just let Caitlyn farm top and had Rengar, and if I was Rengar, go elsewhere, because Caitlyn is in my opinion a higher priority for this CS.
He was finishing his Blade of the Ruined King, which is what I was gonna say. He was just grabbing that and then gonna roam again. He's dragging the back up.
Okay, that's fair. I didn't notice that. Rengar is gonna be able to come in and maybe clean up. Oh my god, that Zed just melted so fast.
And I like that he waited. Instead of going on Vayne, he waited and got on Zed because Vayne would have been able to tumble and knock him away, although he might have been able to get him back on him.
Ooh, that was a nice play.
But
that jump was really good.
Yeah, that was really good.
So,
but Zed was coming in by himself away from his teammates as well, since Malphite and Nocturne chased him to the lane. So he basically got a free kill on Zed, and he had nowhere to go. And even if Zed used his shadow, he could just use his passive to catch him. So that was really good. I do expect Rengar to be building more tanky items soon though, because he's already doing enough damage. He doesn't really need to
I think the
build
Brutalizer,
any more damage items.
I agree. I think the Brutalizer is kind of a waste. I definitely would at this point would like pick up a Giant's Belt and maybe go for Randuin's.
Yeah. I definitely see Randuin's or Sunfire Cape at this point.
Yeah, or Spirit Visage, because that item... Actually, not Spirit Visage.
No, they don't have really any magic damage aside from Malphite, who's just the one shot.
Well, I was thinking for cooldowns and cooldowns HP and like extra heal, but you're right, they don't have a lot of magic damage though.
If they had an actual like AP mid, then I could see that being a thing, but there's not enough for it to use the stats for that.
I think he could have jumped that wall if he just waited there though.
Yeah, probably.
So that was a little minor misplay by
Although
him.
he might have been trying to build stacks up. I didn't see how many stacks he had for people. But I think he only had like one or none.
So he is gonna die here though.
Oh.
Just hope that Vayne doesn't come in and clean up. Oh, and all Katarina did need was one more tick with her ulti, and she'd actually be able to take out Cat.
Oh, that Caitlyn. That was really good on Caitlyn's part.
Yeah,
She
if you
flashed
actually
into
notice,
the bush so she didn't get condemned.
exactly. So what the flash actually also did was it broke line of sight while giving her another chance to auto attack, and she actually got 2 auto attacks because of that.
Yep.
So this was actually really important. It made it so Vayne could no longer afford to fight.
Yeah, Vayne would have killed her if she didn't do that.
So utilizing those bushes is really important. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see a lot of laning in this game, but that's okay.
I don't think there would have been much laning between Rengar and Malphite, to be honest. It would have just been them hitting each other back and forth and then just sustaining it back up. Because Rengar can't really stick to Malphite, because he maxed his speed first, so he definitely wasn't going to be able to stick to him. And then Malphite's just so tanky.
Oh god, that Rengar is just melting people.
I'm kind of surprised.
Malphite just did get a nice ult on 2 people. Unfortunately, he is trying to pick up Lulu first now instead of trying to push their ADC out of the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm kind of surprised that the blue team hasn't been putting like more tanks down to know when Rengar was coming in, or to know when they were about to engage and Rengar ulting in from the lane. Because the common thing that I see with Rengar is they will, they'll get partway down the lane and they'll use their ult. So they'll have their full stacks up by the time they get to the lane, or have 4 stacks, depending on what kind of combo they're looking to do.
I'm actually gonna lower my in-game volume.
Yeah. So if they had the pink wards or any more wards, they would be able to account for that, and also be able to track him when he's actually stealthed during the short time he's there. Because if you can do some damage to him before he starts getting his combo off, then generally he won't be able to really accomplish much in the team fight. This Malphite getting caught a lot. Also with the Brutalizer, by the way, I didn't point this out yet, is I think that's mainly for the cooldown reduction.
Yeah, it could very well be.
He basically has a 60-second cooldown on his ult if he has the Kindle Gem and the Brutalizer.
Well, let's find out. We can actually see how much cooldown he has. He has 36.5. So yeah, definitely for the cooldown reduction.
His ult is extremely strong, especially with how well he's been roaming. It just helps him snowball even more.
I really do feel like Rengar put his team on his back for the first section of the game, but Nocturne and Zed are doing a really good job at pulling this game back for the blue team though.
Yeah. I think if this Rengar was going for more tanky items instead of like the pickaxe, then it would be doing better, because at this point in the game, the other team is getting tanky enough and strong enough to kill him before he can just steamroll them. And he still can steamroll. Like right now he caught the Blitzcrank out. But in a 5v5,
yeah, like this is exactly what's happening. So Vayne just condemned him and insta-killed him.
Yeah, Vayne just 4-shot him. So this is why you don't go like full glass cannon after they start catching back up.
In my opinion, general rule is mids, like not mids, but like melees, just unless you're Riven, melees aren't really good glass cannons at all.
Yeah.
Because they have to play too dangerous. So you really do need that tankiness, that sustain.
And this is also another or not another one, but an example of why winning lane, in whatever form that is, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win the game. Because we can definitely say that Rengar won laning phase, both for himself and his team, but now he's not really contributing anything to his team. I mean, he's trying to pick people off, but then he just dies. And he's the majority of his team's damage because he has all the kills on his team, pretty much. Whereas all the kills on the other team are spread out evenly, more or less.
So, Tim, I think we should watch this for another, like, I don't know, 5 minutes, and then we'll go look for another feature match, because
sure. At
this point, it's kind of like...
At this point, it's pretty much just one fight will throw it.
Yep. And this is the fight that's going to do it.
Yeah, Zed's down, so they're trying to look the fight. That Blitzcrank was a very good hit by Blitzcrank.
Yeah.
Just waiting over the wall to catch Katarina out, or catch anyone out.
On the other hand, they did let Zane just like insta-kill somebody, so... Oh, that show actually just won them that fight. 100% just won them that fight, that show rupture.
Yeah. The thing was, though, is that the Nocturne and the Malphite basically chunked their entire team, and then Blitzcrank took out Katarina of the fight.
Yep.
And with Rengar already at, like, half health or so, there wasn't much they were going to be able to do against Zane and Nocturne beating on their team. But that Cho'Gath definitely saved their... Probably saved the game, to be honest.
That Cho'Gath just, like, yeah, saved their game. That was the play. That was the play that turned the tides. Alright.
This is also why you don't surrender until the Nexus is dead, because you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, like, Rengar is 15-7. If people give up, that would have been game at, like, 20 minutes, but now they're coming back. And this has become closer again.
Rengar was actually 10-1 before he started dying.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Let's switch games, Tim.
Alright.
So we're gonna end right here, and we're gonna actually just go to a different game and start from there. So let's see what's good right now. Let's do this one. It has Cloud Titus, 16 Car, Bai, Bulgogi, Best Right Click NA, and Desecration. It's at like 3 minutes 45, so we're gonna see all of the laning phase. Well, you can join off me.
See it. Okay. My friends list is having problems. Alright, one sec. Gotta fix the friends list, or maybe not. It's not wanting to cooperate. Ah, there we go.
So it looks like this is going to be a Singed versus Jax top lane.
That's a pretty good matchup. Alright.
And they just started, so this is really good.
Alright, I'm loading in.
Okay. Just to catch you up, Jax is a kill ahead. Presumably because somebody ganked. Yeah, it does look like Fiddle ganked top for that kill. Jax does Vamp Scepter, Warden Potions versus Singed Potions and Sapphire Crystal. That leads me to believe that Singed got either a full consumable build at the start or went for a Red Elixir. Actually, it is a full consumable build because Red Elixir, if he had it, it would still be on him. So, I don't know if I would go full consumable against Jax. Against Jax, I would want to just regen the phase set, regen a lot and make it so we can't do anything about it. Because you're already very inherently tanky.
Oh, by the way, do you want to pause and catch up? I'm
yeah,
at
sure.
5:33 right now.
I was at 5:32, so one sec.
Right. I guess I'm live. I'm live at 5:38, 39.
Pause it, so let me catch up. Pause it.
Okay.
Tell me where you at?
41.
41? Alright, so 3, 2, 1, we'll start.
Alright. Yeah, Jack started with a red pot, so I'm guessing that Fiddle organized it to where he was going to go top and gank Singed early, which is generally what you want to do on a Singed. And just getting Jax ahead is good.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Anamount. Or, I'm not going to say your name. I can't say it. But you're OP. In this matchup though, I do think that Singed has the advantage on Jax. If only for, like, as far as character goes, I would definitely say Singed is better. Jax really needs to try to, like, he has to put in effort to try to stick to you. And as Singed, if you try to stick to Singed, you're kind of dead. That's kind of what Singed does.
This is also why I think that Fiddle came to gank early, is because he was trying to get Jax to snowball.
Yep.
Because once Jax gets ahead, then it's very hard to catch up generally, unless you just outplay him.
So if you notice just a couple moments ago, there was a really smart play that Jax did. Singed flipped him and didn't flip him into the poison. We're switching to Jax. So Jax decided, okay, I'm not going to try to trade with you. You just got, what, 150 damage on me? I'm just going to attack minions, heal a little bit, and not go into your poison. When you come back to try to fight me, then I'll be able to kill you. So, like, Jax played that really, really well there. And it looks like he is buying his snowball item, so Fiddle did a great job going top lane and getting him snowballed.
Yep.
Singe will have a hard time getting back in this. If I was Singe, I really need to start buying some armor.
Yeah.
Instead, he buys a tier.
Well, to be honest, this is the thing about Jax is that his W, which is generally what most Jax's max, and his passive from his ult actually do more magic damage than physical. So I would probably, at this point, it would have to be like a mix of between of health and a little bit of MR, in my opinion.
I would actually just go for that Warden's Mill instead.
Or Warden's Mill. Yeah, Warden's Mill would actually be really good against Jax. But definitely want to get some survivability, because Jax is just going to use his ult passive every time it's up and just beat Singed up at this point.
Okay, so you know how people complain about Elo Heaven and Elo Hell? Sorry, people complain about Elo Hell? I just like to point out, like, this right here, one of the dumbest mistakes you can do. I switched to Singed. He bought a tier when he's behind. When you buy a tier when you're behind, you're just saying, I want to lose my lane.
He bought nothing to keep him in lane.
Exactly, tier has no combat stats. So when it comes to actually laning, you get nothing out of it.
Yeah, so he already has to go back.
He gets a little mana, or it gets a little HP, sorry. Whoop-de-doo. Jax has like double that HP that Singe's mana got out of maybe a single Doran's Blade. So Jax is way, way far ahead, not even just because he got those kills, but because it's his item choice. And Singe is putting himself more and more behind because he got this tier. He's not stacking any of his health or armor items, or even his like magic resist. He's getting like, he's following a cookie cutter build, and he's actually gonna lose this lane because of it.
Yeah, I can see Jax probably killing him at least one more time before 10 minutes, or 11 minutes.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's way ahead. He's 2 levels up, and he just does so much more damage. The Doran's Blades makes it so that Singe can't really kill him 1v1, because he has the extra health, he has the sustain from auto-attacking, and basically with the Vamp Scepter, it's way too much sustain for Singe with the build that he picked.
Inverted Composer's build is great, and he's a great player. It's a build that you should do, but only if you're not getting yourself behind for it. You should never follow a cookie cutter build if you're going to put yourself behind for it. Like,
you have to understand why the things in the cookie cutter build work to actually do it.
Exactly. Like, I don't care if it's Inverted Composer's build. He built Inverted Composer's build at the wrong time, and because of that, he's gonna lose for it.
Yeah, see, Jax just jumps on him and takes over half of his health.
On the other hand, if Singed was ahead and decided, okay, let's do Inverted Composer today, then that'd be completely okay. If he was ahead and he bought that tier, he would put them back on even playing field. But if he got ahead in the first place, he's better. If he got ahead in the first place, his mechanics are probably better. So he'd be able to get ahead again. So like, you kind of understand, Inverted Composer is able to do something like this because he doesn't get behind.
Oh. Yeah, so basically at this point, Singe can do nothing but just roam and farm the jungle, because Jax will just kill him if he stays in lane. And Jax can probably tower dive him if he gets around half health, or a little bit lower. Unless he just messes up really hard, which I don't see happening.
Yeah, this Jax actually is really good. If you notice, he's also timing his third attack for his leap strike. So whenever he's about to leap strike, he actually hits once, jumps, gets a hit in power, and he procs both his ulti and empower on his second and third strike there, or his first and second strike on his enemy.
Yep. And also, Singe used his ult already and he doesn't have his W, so he's gonna have to burn his ghost if Jax decides to try to kill him, because he will die otherwise, because he has no way to stop Jax from killing him.
He's not gonna have a chance to burn his ghost. Counter Strike's gonna come in an instant and stun him in a double strike with empower in his ulti.
I can see. I'll say Jax is about to go and kill him, so Singe has to back or he's dead.
Yep.
I think Jax could have killed him right there, to be honest.
Probably. Jax does have all the summoners up, but it's something that he doesn't want to risk. He doesn't know when Singe's ult is coming up, because the ult is on a very low cooldown. I'm switching to Jax.
Yep.
Blue team double kill.
I mean, all the junglers are both bottom, and their mid was just bottom, so he could have just gone in and killed him.
Yeah, he could have.
But again, I think I said this earlier. This was during a mentoring session, but you don't have to kill your opponents necessarily. I mean, it's nice to get that extra 300 gold or however much, but you're denying them XP and farm either way. They have to leave the lane. So. Singe bought some magic resist, which is good. He's probably going to go for Merc Treads, so the stun doesn't last as long.
Yeah, but that's a Merc Tread's way too late now that Jax has a Village Water.
When you get defensive items, it's supposed to be preventative, not to try and mend the problem that's already out of control.
Yeah, you buy defense items before you're losing, not because you're losing.
Because the moment you start building defensive items when you're down, you're basically just going to snowball yourself into being useless. Unless you just get ahead again somehow. Like, if Singe goes and roams and picks up like 2 kills, I mean, that'll be cool. But if things are going the way they are right now, like, over half his health pretty much just got chunked. Like, he's not going to catch up at all.
I say this a lot in my mentoring sessions. If you kill them, they can't hurt you anymore. So, this goes both ways. For this case, because Singed is behind, he can't afford to build defensive. If he builds defensive, he's literally saying, I don't want to lane anymore, I'm just going to sit here and get bullied. But if he builds damage, he has a chance, a slight chance, a small chance, but he still has a chance to actually outplay that Jax in terms of damage and make these trades happen. The reason Singe can build so tanky is because he can push really easily and farm behind tower. But because Jax is so far ahead with his kill them, you can't hurt me anymore mindset, Singe can't even push. He's stuck at his tower trying to farm the remnants of the creeps that actually get there. If he pushes and if he tries to go and farm creeps that aren't under his tower, he's going to die for it. Also, Jax used the bush very effectively there. It might not seem like it's anything really happened, but because he sat in that bush for a little while, it made Singe think, you know, what if he could be in there, he could be backing, he could be doing all of these things. So Singe was like, okay, I can't go up because it's going to risk him being there and he's going to kill me. So I'm going to try to go elsewhere. But as soon as he left, Jax came in and started pushing the wave again. It made Singe come back. So Singe missed out on getting a little EXP from just sitting close enough to the minions. And he got nothing out of it, is what I'm basically saying.
And also Cassidy wasted his time too, because he didn't know if Jax was backing and Singe was too scared to go check. Because he could die. Like, if Cassidy misplayed or mistimed any part of his gank, then Jax would have just walked away. Or killed Singe and then walked away. So, there's also the thing about jungling or ganking, is if your lane or your teammate is gonna die like immediately, then there's not really any point in ganking. You might as well just go hold the lane. In general, not as a every time thing. But, like, even if Cassidy went over there and used his burst on Jax, Jax still probably would have killed Singed, or just got away.
Or both. I can see both happening. If you actually notice there, right here, when Jax was fighting Singe, Jax moved between every auto attack. And even though he has a fast attack speed, he was able to get on a little further position on his opponent. So orb walking is not just for ranged, orb walking is definitely for melee as well. You can walk into your enemy, so when he takes that step away from you, you are still in auto attack range and you can continue chasing him. If he didn't do that, instead of getting 4 attacks, he probably would have gotten only 2. And that's the difference at this point of like 300 damage. Actually, closer to 200 if you factor in resistances.
Also, I don't know if the Hex Drinker was really necessary for Jax, since he's really far ahead. But I can see the shield making it a lot easier for him to like tower dive a lot safer. Like, if he has vision of like where Cassidy is or where Lee Sin is, he can probably just straight up kill Singe and chase him down the lane kill.
I honestly think the Hex Drinker is more of a preventative measure against Cassidy.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to get ganked by Cassidy, so he's going to get a Hex Drinker. Cassidy can't do anything anymore.
Yep.
Not when Jax is so far ahead and has that magic shield. Okay, so
and Singe bought I like the Giant's build is okay. I still think the Warden's Mail would be better though.
Well, at this point, there's not really anything he can do.
Yeah, at this point he's just trying to catch up and get items for team fights.
Honestly, the best item he probably could have gotten would have been Armlet, in my opinion.
Yeah, Armlet and the Warden's Mail probably would have made so he would never die. Ooh.
And Jax's juke there was just really good.
Yep.
I'm almost tempted to call it here and go to the next one because it's just Jax is gonna outplay Singed. He's way far ahead. I mean, what Singed, the most Singed can do is try not to get as far behind anymore. So it's gonna involve a lot of like going to roam but the problem is if he goes to roam, Jax is just gonna split push. Actually,
And
this
free
would be a
farm.
great part.
You don't want Jax free farming.
This would be a great actually time to talk about split pushing. So, what makes split pushing good? Like, you see Hotshot GG do this a lot. You see Shen split push. Nidalee, Stanley split push is so hard. But like, why is split pushing strong? So, when you're playing a split pusher, like, anybody can really become a split pusher. The issue is how you split push and when you split push. So if you notice, Jax is so far ahead right now. It's gonna take more than one person to go and fight Jax to get a kill, or even to stop him. So if that means a split push is only effective when you can bring 2 or more people up to try to kill you at all times. This is why AP Tryndamere was so good, because he could jump through any wall. Like you needed all your teammates to be covering every exit to stop a Tryndamere from pushing in. So this is exactly what I mean right now. Jax has brought Kassadin up the top and is actually fighting them successfully. But this means that the rest of his team has a 4v3 fight on their hands. So if they wanted to do Dragon, if they wanted to take a tower, they want to just gank somebody. They have so many options. In a straight up fight, purple team is going to win 100%.
And also, a thing to note, on top of the 4v3, the rest of Jax's team is extremely far ahead. So any fight that they do it's going to be a sweep. On top of the 4v3. Like, Ezreal's 7-1, Ryze is 3-3, and he's Ryze, when we all know how strong Ryze is. And they have a 3-1 Fiddlesticks as well with the Zyra. I mean, that's just so much CC, so much damage, and the other team doesn't really have much of anything at this point. I mean, Lee Sin's kind of like fed, but there's not really anything he can do against a Zyra and a Fiddlesticks and a Ryze in the 3v4.
Not a carry.
And he's not.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So while we're on the note of split pushing, though, I'd like to talk about the most common mistakes of split pushing. So this isn't just the split pusher, but also the split pusher's team. The first biggest mistake is when you're split pushing. So like, the time you want to split push is when your entire team is up and online. Your entire team is ready to like your entire team is doing things. So you also want to declare that you're split pushing. You want to be, I'm going top, I'm going to split push right now. You guys try to get an objective off it. And so like, one of the bigger problems with split pushing, especially for lower elo, is that the rest of the team doesn't capitalize on the fact that they have a split pusher on their team. So like, you actually don't have to capitalize very much. You just have to not die. That's the other thing. People think you have to force objectives really hard when you have a split pusher. That's not true. All you have to do is not die. When you don't die and you have a split pusher, that means that your pusher is going to get your pusher is going to continue while the 4v5 you hold the lane. You basically keep it where it is. So you only have advantages on your team.
And on someone like Jax, essentially, even if he doesn't get objectives, like if they send people to stop him or he just can't push as fast before fights are started, he's still getting free farm and just becoming even more monstrous than he already is. So at the point that he stops split pushing and actually team fights, it's going to be really bad for the other team.
If you if you notice, Jax is only 2-1-1. Like, his score is not magnificent at all, but you can tell the dominance he put on Singe, because he basically said, I have the presence, I'm going to kill you if you come anywhere close, and then he won his lane by getting 60 CS above. So let's go to another game. Let's see. Ooh, okay, this one's good. Nick Papa, Xenophobe, Schizoid, iPain, Liquid Inori. This one has a TF in it. I didn't pick it for the TF, I swear. TF. I didn't pick it for the TF, I swear. I actually picked it because it was only 1 minute in, so we get to see the entire laning phase.
Yeah, I bet.
It was for the TF. Shh. A lot of blank borders in this game, actually. I'm kind of surprised.
Huh.
But we are gonna see a diamond in Italy. So as you can see, like diamonds, and like they also make these same mistakes, these same build mistakes, play mistakes that everybody else makes. So let me know when you're in, and we'll like try to.
Everyone below challenger is bad. All right, I just got in.
All right, what time are you?
345, 346.
47, 48,
Yep.
49. Okay, so we're live. We're basically live.
It's a weird Zach and the Jack. Huh.
Zach top. This is gonna be really interesting.
I haven't seen this matchup before, so.
I actually haven't seen Zach top before, so this is gonna be like a lot of theory crafting as well.
I can see Zach doing well earlier because first of all he has innate sustain, and it's really low cooldown, so he can just keep spamming that, and he heals from it. Wait, I think I already said that. Yeah, he has sustain.
He also has a percentage health skill.
I believe it's percent damage as well.
Yep, it's percentage.
Oh, it's got a
damage.
base and a percent damage, so it's like Warwick's Q. So that's really strong.
He also has his Q, which is basically going to make it so unless Jax gets his perfect stun off, like a perfect jump stun, which at this level of play you should really be getting all the time, Jax won't be able to stick very well. So
Yeah,
that sticking power that Jax really needs to be good, he's not going to get it very much. Ooh, on the other hand, as Zach there, I would have jumped in the opposite direction. He might die from this.
Oh, there we go. There's a flash follow-up.
Yep.
Oh, but he has his passive up. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, that's actually, I didn't think of that. I didn't remember that at all. But yeah.
That's a very big part of Zach's strength as a top laner, is that you can do silly stuff like that and then still get out of it. Like he made Rammus use his flash, he made Jax use his ignite.
Yep.
And he's still alive, and he's probably gonna come over here and kill Jax.
Yep.
Because in this matchup, in my opinion, I think anytime that Jax is not with an advantage by himself, Zach's just gonna bully him, because first of all he is manaless, so he's definitely gonna run him out of his mana eventually, and he will just sustain back up. But also Zach he went super sustain with a rejuvenation potion, and I'm guessing he just bought like 9 or 8 wards plus or 9 or 8 potions plus a ward.
9 or 8 wards, level 1.
Yeah. Never.
Those crazy
Anytime
builds.
that Jax jumps on Zach when he doesn't have an advantage, Zach's just gonna spam his W, and then he's gonna slow Jax, and Jax isn't gonna be able to do anything. He's gonna get slowed, he's gonna get knocked up from his from Zach's E, and then he's just gonna get percent damage all over his face. So.
All over his face.
Yep, all that goo all over his face, clearly.
Alright, so I'm actually gonna switch to Jax and do what Jax is up to right now.
Yeah, I like the Doran's Blade's really all I can see him like being able to buy and actually survive with. He needs the sustain and he needs the extra health.
Yeah, I think I don't know, I think at this point I might actually go for like a Vamp Scepter instead, just like trying to rush it out.
Yeah.
Because like, that's the only way you're gonna be able to like try to out-trade him. Zach is gonna get damage on you regardless, like, he's gonna get damage on you no matter what. So the most you can do is like try to make up for that damage by healing off minions or healing off Zach himself.
I think Jax will, as long as Jax doesn't get like significantly far behind, or any more behind than he is right now, he could kill Zach by himself, but it's gonna be pretty hard.
So I think one thing that Zach's actually doing incorrectly is he's spamming his abilities too much. If you notice what Jax is doing really well is he's been able to step on all of Zach's little glue balls. So what this actually does is it makes it so Zach just lost health that he can't get health back for. He can't sustain that health or regen that health again with his passive.
Yeah, the major problem though with this, like the composition, is that Jax is against Elysian and Zach, so that's a lot of CC. So if he ever messes up, he's gonna die. Like he started running from that Lee Sin way ahead of time, and he still almost died. So, and I imagine after that first failed kill on Zach, Rammus is probably just gonna help mid or bottom if he can. Although bottom seems to be pretty far ahead at this point. So I imagine he's just gonna go between mid and you know,
Oh,
getting
mid,
objectives.
win game.
Yep.
Snowball TF, TF snowballs everyone else.
Exactly. There you go. Because honestly, there's no killing potential top right now. Jax doesn't have enough damage. And
Jax just backed and only got boots. He's super starved for gold right now.
Yep. There's no killing potential. And this is another thing about jungling is that, you know, there's no kill potential. There's no point in going up there. I mean, unless you can just walk in and chunk someone for half their health, which you probably won't be able to this early, then there's no point in wasting your time. Unless there's just literally nothing else to do on the entire map, which I would be surprised if that's ever a situation. I mean, bottom is pushed up really far. They're winning really hard. Mid is kind of just a farming lane, more or less, because it's long range versus long range.
I do think Jax made a slight mistake when Zac was missing. Jax should have been pushing harder. He definitely could have gotten the minions into that tower before Zac got back, and that would have just put Zac a little behind, or at least it would have helped put him behind, rather.
I didn't see exactly when he was doing that, but I think he might have been worried about Lee Sin. Because he had no wards. Well, he has a ward on him, but didn't have any wards out to know if he was there.
Well, Lee Sin's bottom. I mean, he's
I
bottom
didn't
now,
know if he had vision of Lee Sin before that. Jax can fight him.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of not messing up, because he almost died there. The good thing is that he did get Zac's Ignite out, so he will definitely have a damage advantage in their next fight. And now he just got a kill, and he's tied with NCS now, so Jax is definitely an advantage now.
I kind of disagree with Zac's items. I was hoping Zac would go a little more like offensive. I wanted to see something like a Haunting Guise, because he does have AP scaling. So like something like a Haunting Guise would have been great, or even like working towards an Abyssal Scepter. I mean, he basically has no real direction with what he's building right now. So
I think he's farming to try and get an Aegis.
You think so? I could see that. I feel like the no magic mantle's going into a Merc Treads right now.
Maybe. He's either gonna get an Aegis or Merc Treads than something else. I think he's just going for a really farm oriented build right now.
That's not gonna work.
Which is not gonna work against Jax.
That's not gonna work. You need to build a fighting build. So like
yeah,
once
the
again,
moment that Jax got that kill, he couldn't build like passive anymore.
Yep.
There's a Merc Treads there.
So like I said, like people in Diamond make these same mistakes. So like there's no such thing as Elo Hell, no such thing as Elo Heaven. Just gotta play your heart out and keep trying.
Yep, it's just grinding games.
Everyone can get Diamond, especially those that watch my live tutorials. Although we went down from 12 to 7. 12 was our high, I believe.
I don't know. I know there's some people that wanted to watch it, but they were busy, so. Oh, it's Jax.
Oh, that's scary.
Oh, if that Lee Sin had flash, he definitely could have killed him, but.
Yeah.
Or if Zac had followed up. Like that, I think he would have gone into the tower from his ult.
Yep, he would have, and Zac would have been able to insta-stun into tower.
Yep, and that would have been dead. So.
That would have put Zac ahead again. Like, this is a very, like, cheater-toddy type of lane right now.
Yeah, I imagine, at this point, I think Blue is going to win the game. Not just because they're 11-3, but just how they're playing together. I mean, they're grouping really well. They're using the TF ult really, really well.
Yeah, like if you're ahead really early, if you're really ahead early and you have a Twisted Fate, you're likely going to win.
Well, something that I like that Bottom did in regards to that statement is that Bottom took their tower early since they're so far ahead, so that they're roaming while they're already ahead together. So they're forcing team fights when they're so far ahead in damage that there's not going to be any little thing that Purple can do about it unless the blue side just makes really bad mistakes.
On that note, you also force Purple side to move way far from their tower to be able to try to farm it all. And what this actually does is it opens a lot of opportunities for TF as well. So this may just because they had dominance, but this may also be like planned. As far as top lane goes, though, Jax now has a very commanding lead. He's zoning out Zac very well. It's largely because Zac is missing his he spams his abilities too early too, and because of that, he lost a lot of health, and he didn't gain it back when Jax just stepped on the blobs. So he lost a lot of that sustaining potential, and it's coming back to bite him because Jax got ahead.
Yeah, his skill usage versus his, you know, what he's getting from it is not very high, the ratio. And so now Jax can basically just kill Zac anytime he's not under the tower. And he probably will kill him in a sec here. Although he doesn't, I don't know if he has enough mana.
No, he doesn't. He can't kill him right now.
He doesn't have enough mana yet. I think if he gets like 70 more mana, he can tower dive. Although Zac's passive is up, so I don't think he can do that.
That's like diving in Nivea.
It's not that far ahead yet.
At this rate, that's only a matter of time, though.
Yeah. I think in like 2 or 3 more minutes of Jax farming like this, he's gonna be able to do that.
So one thing that Zac did do well is that in a desperate situation like this, one thing you want to do is you want to take double golems. Just whenever you have an opening. Because that I mean, you're still gonna be behind, and double golems is not worth missing minions in lane. But when you don't have the chance to take those minions because your opponent's presence is too strong, it's definitely something to stop. It'll keep you going from. Yeah, it'll keep you from being as far behind. Is what I'm saying. If I could speak English.
And also on the note of getting the double golems is if the person that's, you know, zoning you out or whatever is not entirely freezing, like Jax is pushing it into the tower, but as long as he's not entirely freezing it, then it'll definitely get the minion wave back to your tower. So you'll be able to farm eventually. And so you'll actually be able to get that gold that you're missing out on top of getting Goebel's gold. Oh, okay.
I thought Zac was going to make a play. Yeah. Okay, switching back to Jax. I thought Zac was going to do something cool.
He just kind of ran through and then didn't really do anything.
Yeah, he just kind of ran in and okay, bye.
It's like, I'm Flubber. I look cool.
I'm Flubber!
I did like the cutlass after the jump on Nidalee. I don't know if he used Ignite there. I think he did, and then he used the cutlass just to make sure that she would die on top of the red buff with Ignite.
Feel secure.
That's good. And Jack's stealing the jungle since he's already ahead, so he might as well.
Yep. Deny your opponents as much as you can.
Whether he was gonna go back top, stealing the race was the best thing.
They can actually dive here if Ramus can get the taunt off. If Jax did go in, get the stun, and just back up so that Ramus could take aggro with his taunt, then they would have been able to kill Zac, I think.
I'm not sure if that would have worked with red buff. I don't remember if red buff reactivates.
Red buff is not a constant tick, it ticks every second.
Yeah, I think red buff will draw aggro to him if he attacks Zac. I don't know.
Well, here's that play coming down right now. But Zac did do a really great job dodging the taunt with his ulti. And Twisted Fate's gold card's a minion! Oh my god.
I don't think he's gonna catch him, so.
TF gold carded, they would have been able to. Oh, and he barely misses that Jax there.
Oh, if Jax had turned on him.
No, Jax needed, but it's more of if the Q from Zac actually hit, Jax and stopped him from backing, he would have died there.
Oh yeah, I'm just saying if he had turned because Zac missed his Q, they probably could have killed him.
Oh yeah.
Because he wasn't leveling his W. Or Zac's not leveling his W. It does like 40 damage. Plus a % damage, but that was not very much. So I don't know why TF is going on Nidalee right here. That's kind of silly.
TF was top. He didn't have a chance to go bottom.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. Just pointing something out because there's not anything else going on top lane right now. It's just farming. I thought TF was gonna run down and try to go bottom or something, but
if he had home guards, you could have done it potentially.
I guess Jax just went in and cleaned him up. Yeah, that red buff and Warwick OP. And he's got a triple kill, so now Jax can probably just go top and kill
There's no
Zac.
coming back for Zac in this lane anymore.
Yeah.
They're 2 ahead. You want to move to the next game?
Yeah. I don't think the top fight is gonna win this. Like I can see like lower ratings people will come back and come back from really stupid disadvantages like that, but in like diamond and stuff, it generally doesn't happen because they know how to keep those advantages.
All right, there's a game for 2 minutes right now, so we're gonna join this one 250. Basically, join the game with the lowest timer on it, so we can see the most out of it.
I don't see it yet.
You can join off me. It
Stupid
has
featured games.
lots of diamonds, and it has a TF.
And it has a TF. You and your TF.
What can I say? I love TF.
TF is the worst champion of the game, man. I mean, he loses to pretty much everyone in lane. That means he's horrible.
He does lose to like everyone.
Oh, and Silso's in here too.
Oh, yes, he is.
I recognize, let's see. I've seen Ike Carry before. I don't really know him though. But Batju Man, he plays pretty much only Xerath, I believe.
Ooh, so this is actually going to be another interesting one.
And Silso
Mordekaiser
like,
versus Singed.
crazy.
I don't know who I would give the advantage to here. I actually think...
See.
I'm not sure who I would give the advantage to here.
Singed and Mordekaiser?
Yeah.
Huh?
I almost think Singed, because Mordekaiser really needs to have that single target damage with Mace of Spades to be able to keep up with, really keep up with damage.
I honestly think it's just a farm matchup until Singed gets his ult, and then Singed can just run at him and kill him.
Singed won't be able to farm under tower again, so this is gonna be that's something that's gonna put Singed at a small disadvantage as far as laning goes. He will not be able to farm under tower in this matchup.
Like, see, Singed will just flip him.
The thing about the flip is that when you flip, you generally flip into a bunch of your minions, and Mordekaiser will be able to just sustain with shield.
Yep.
Won't even
As I
care.
said, I think it's just a farm matchup until Singed gets his ult, and then he will outlast Mordekaiser. Unless Mordekaiser just outplays him, which I don't see happening.
I want to see Mordekaiser pick up some.
I don't know why Silso got a Doran's shield.
Yeah, the Doran shield first is probably stupid.
Silso is kind of... He is an interesting player.
I definitely think I would have gone for a heavy health pot build at the start.
I think he could have put Singed out of lane if he just went for like full health pots.
Yeah. And it looks like Shivada is gonna be doing a lot. If Singed stays, no, Singed didn't stay. Never mind.
Yeah, Singed went back because he was... If Singed had stayed, then he would have gotten really behind.
Yeah, that's true. But he doesn't have teleport. I don't think he would have gotten really behind if he didn't want to.
I don't think it would have been worth wasting the teleport on that. Because he definitely wants to have that up for when he hits level 6.
Yeah.
Especially since TF is going to be 6 soon.
That TF.
That TF. Although I don't know if Singed will actually be able to kill Mordekaiser without Ignite. Unless he gets ahead. Or unless he just messes up.
Well, the other thing is Singed is pushing Mordekaiser out from being able to shield on minions, shield charge.
Right.
So that's one thing that's going to be a big plus to Singed play right now. Although, like I said, like Singed just threw Mordekaiser into a bunch of minions. Mordekaiser was like, "Lol, I don't care."
Yeah, like this kind of thing right here, where it's just them by themselves, is going to be the determining factor. And Silso is managing his shield really, really well, so he basically took no damage from any of that harass. He took a little bit, but then he got an extra E on Singed.
Did you also notice Mace of Spades, the single target, the auto attack proc on Mordekaiser, actually does, I think it's double damage when it only hits one person.
Yes, that's correct.
So that's going to be able to help him a lot during the no minion scenario as well.
Yeah. And also the thing that he did really well there was he got his E on Singed really early, and then Singed started trying to fight him, and then as soon as Singed ran away, like, the cooldown for Mordekaiser's E was already back up, so he got an extra free burst there. And now he's level 6 against Singed. And he'll probably have his Ignite up by the time he gets back to lane. Or it'll be really, really close.
One thing that's really interesting that we've been seeing the trend of is that blue team's still actually been the one that has their top laners winning. In this meta, normally purple team top is what wins, because purple team top can take wraiths at level 1, and if the big wraith goes to the top laner, then the top laner is going to hit, like, it's basically half of level 1. You're going to hit level 2 faster, you're going to hit level 3 faster, you're going to hit level 6 faster.
It's around 40% of level 2, I believe. Something like that.
I know Seal said this earlier, but I'm gonna repeat it. The strongest level advantages you can have is level 1 to 2, and level 5 to 6.
Yep. The difference in your ult and having part of your combo or your entire combo is such a huge advantage.
Yep. So getting that just one level higher, just a little bit more EXP at the start, that is a very deciding factor in a lot of top games.
Yep. Which is kind of sad to be honest, but that's how it is.
That's how it is right now. That'll change, I think.
Eventually.
Eventually. I personally don't like that style of play, but it happens.
That's why you're not a top laner.
Oh yeah. In this case, actually, because they have a Shyvana, that could be the reason why I didn't have that level advantage. Because Shyvana will start red.
That Dream Man OP.
So if you notice, Singe just teleported top. They just saw that they got 2 kills, so he didn't need to follow TF for the next 5 minutes. He could just go top and
Kiffin uses ult.
Continue. On the other hand, Mordekaiser did a really good job. Seeing Singe go top, there was no chance he was going to farm under tower, go behind it, take double golems, come back to lane as soon as it hits his tower. So this is also a very good play by Mord.
1, maybe 2 minions. He's probably gonna miss 2. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yep, he got missed 2. But he got the doubles, and he got. I think that is a gold advantage.
Off the second one though. He did get the EXP off the second minion he missed.
Yeah, I think he did come out with more gold than that. So.
He also should be popping health pots right now. And there's that Mace of Spades double damage.
Well, it is still so we never know what's gonna happen.
Blue team double kill.
Yeah, he's doing a very good job right now against Singe.
He's just harassing him so that he'll be able to kill him in a sec.
No, he did just burn all of his stuff, so...
Well, I think he's just mainly trying to get it so that he can knock him out of lane.
Actually, if he burns Ghost now, he'll be able to kill him.
Yep, there he goes.
They both burned it though, so no dice. Ooh, that was really good to turn instead of trying to run. Going towards instead to dodge the mega adhesive glue.
Yep, still pretty good. He's crazy.
That turn is what won him the fight. If he had gone a little further, if his reaction time wasn't as good, if he moved a little further, he would have been trapped in the glue. So when he turned around to try to chase Singed again to get that kill, he would have missed the kill because of it. And I really like the Spirit of Spectral Race pickup. That
yeah,
cooldown
that's actually something I've been seeing on champions like Mordekaiser.
And Vladimir.
Gives you that, although the mana regen is kind of wasted, but the cooldown and the damage increase is really, really strong in Mordekaiser.
Don't forget the spell vamp as well.
Yeah, the spell vamp, the ability power, and that damage increase will make his shield stronger from the monsters.
And come up more often.
Yeah. So this, I think, Mordekaiser, if he, no, he's not going to wait for his ult, or not have his ult up. If he had his ult up, he probably could have just put Shyvana there. And he's probably going to die here because Shyvana has red buff, unless he just kites her
Might be able to take Shyvana out though. It looks like Shyvana is going to be smart and just not actually let Go join the fight again, and let Mordekaiser even have a chance at killing him.
I think Mordekaiser might actually live through this with that shield.
No,
his ult might come up in time. If he gets his ult up, he's gonna
there
win.
it goes. Yep, he did get his ult up. My bad.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be able to win, but he will be able to stop this from happening and force Sage to stop fighting.
In terms of that trade, he won it.
No, definitely. In terms of that trade, he won.
And he made Shyvana back for nothing, and he made Singe have to go back as well. So, that kiting OP.
That kiting OP.
And that was mainly just knowing the limits of his champion, to be honest.
Yeah.
Knowing his cooldowns, knowing exactly what, like how much health he's gonna get back, because the ult steals health immediately and over time.
That's actually probably the reason he decided to continue just walking around, because he knew that his ult was coming up.
Yeah, Mordekaiser's E is actually a pretty low cooldown. So all he had to do was really kite and wait for that ult to come up, and then he was gonna be able to survive.
Yep.
And honestly, that is probably the difference between like high diamond and like platinum. Like that kind of mechanical difference is like the very finest level of like champion skill, in my opinion. Oh, so close.
If he had the Ignite, or the Ghost, or the ulti, if he had just one more thing. Mordekaiser's doing something great here. He's now farming behind the tower because he does have that big of an advantage.
If he's Mordekaiser.
Hui Hui.
I don't. Yeah, or Hui Hui OP.
Nerf now.
I don't think Xerath could kill him, to be honest.
No, Xerath's gonna die if he tries to fight.
And also, I think a lower rated player might have tried to kill him just because, oh, look, I found a guy in my jungle. I'll try to kill him. And then it would have either been the guy running away, or he would have just died. So.
I'm pretty sure Singe just bought his boot as well, which is also why Singe, during that last fight, wasn't able to get in front of Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser did have
they both
the
had their
boots.
boots at the same time.
Did they have their boots then?
Yeah.
Because I'm really surprised that Mord was able to get ahead then.
I wonder
Like,
if, let's see.
Very surprised.
400? Oh, Mordekaiser has like movement speed points or something, because he's got 476 movement speed.
Maybe utility?
Oh, wait. Wait a sec.
He just popped Ghost, which is why he had 476.
Oh,
Tim.
okay. 360. That's really weird.
So he has 365. That's about average, I think, for having
Yeah.
No, is that average? I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, it's average for boots. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Xerath did that really well.
Yeah, Xerath played that very, very well. But what has Singe been doing in this time? Singe has been dying. Okay.
Yeah, Singe was bottom and got killed. So.
I'm actually
And
curious
again,
about-
with the whole Singe getting a tier instead of like magic resist or something.
Oh, look at that TF4 blocking! TF4 block!
Oh,
Move speed quits, move speed quits!
I think
Through
they
your
both
Q!
have movement speed. Oh, the dodge! Oh,
But it
that was
doesn't
actually
matter.
really good because he knew that he would have to dodge.
Yep.
I think if Xerath had gone to the right instead of the left, he would have lived.
No, the right would have went straight into the car.
Oh, I didn't know. I couldn't tell if the car was directly at him or slightly off to the side.
Nope, that was really well played by TF, putting the card ahead in the path, forcing him to move back to dodge it, but then because
I
he
gave him
moved
enough
back,
distance covering to catch him.
Team's
So.
turret has been
Exactly.
destroyed.
That's also another like diamond versus platinum kind of thing.
Been destroyed.
hey, I do that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. That's
Why
the
aren't
kind
I
of difference
diamond?
that gets you from like, gold to plat or plat to diamond.
Why aren't I diamond?
You're bad. You're stuck in gold 1.
Alright, so this
feel
actually
like the-
could be the fight right now that changes everything.
I do like the Janna that used her ult to heal Vayne, because if she hadn't done that, Vayne probably would have died.
And push more back, more importantly,
Yeah.
get more abilities out of range.
Oh,
And
he
this
got,
definitely
he
was
got
the
under
fight
tower.
that this is gonna be the fight that wins or loses of the game.
If he hadn't gotten stunned into the tower, he would have been fine. But...
Been destroyed.
Actually, I think once TF showed up, that fight was lost. They shouldn't have done it anymore. Because then at that point, it was a 4v3.
Well, I'm just saying for Still Soul, he ran really far forward and then he got stunned into the tower.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And since Mordekaiser's dead and there's not really anything going on mid anymore, Singe is pushing top.
Yep. Oh god, why is this moving? Actually, Singe to play right now is very, very exciting.
Yeah, it's
I don't know why you guys chose top as the first thing you wanted to watch. Top is boring.
Top is fun to play, but boring to watch.
Top is like, hi, the part of the game that matters is in the first 10 minutes. After that, like, top is not top anymore. Top is just farm.
Well, that was a really good pull on Flippy's part.
I didn't see it. I was busy
He just,
watching
like,
Singe
he just
walk.
like blind pulled Xerath over the wall. And then he got TF stunned.
This TF.
Oh,
Gonna
the
pop
juke.
out. Gonna pop out. GG. So Lord Hui Hui gonna come in right now,
And Lord Hui Hui.
and he's gonna meet a Singe who's gonna be beating him.
I think at this point, Singe is even or even or slightly ahead in terms of damage. If Mordekaiser doesn't get like full shield consistently.
I think it's more of Mordekaiser. It's dependent on how much Mordekaiser has as shield when the fight starts.
Yeah, that too.
If Mordekaiser has like full or even half, then it'll be about even. If Mordekaiser starts with none, Singe is going to win.
Yep. Oh, this is Janna. Oh, well. Valiant effort, Janna. That's also another mistake that like a lot of people make, especially in low elo. They're like, oh, there's someone with low health. I'm gonna try to kill them, and then they die.
I do that. It's called greedy.
She just tried to fight a 120 CS Mordekaiser that's 2-2 with 100 AP and his ult up. Oh, I don't know. I guess she didn't know if his ult was up, and he had ignite, so he basically just exploded her from like 75% health.
Explosions.
Still, that health.
Oh my god.
Although he did
what the
just kind of
heck?
bait his stupid teammate into dying, but that was the teammate's fault for being stupid.
Nope, because TF is OP. Come on, pick up that Sejuani.
Has been destroyed.
No, turn around, you dumbass. Oh my god.
A
He
flash.
should have just turned for a
And
free
they died.
Zareth kill. If he just turned around, he would have gotten the free Zareth kill because they had no vision here, and he had vision there. Picked up the free Zareth kill, forced Shyvana to come back to try to help Zareth, because he wouldn't have died with the gold card. He wouldn't have died with the Q. He would have died with the auto attack afterwards. Shyvana would have came back. He would have gotten the double off it.
Yep, and Singe's just gonna roam and push lanes because that's all he can really do at this point. It's
Yep.
a Singed thing.
But you know, that's what he needs to do to get ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's trying to get towers and stuff and get more gold. And Mordekaiser just gonna push because that's what Mordekaiser does.
Yeah, top lane it really comes down to like after the towers are dead, it's one person pushes it all up, the other one fights, then they switch off.
Yeah. And honestly, Singe versus Mordekaiser is probably one of the most boring matchups to watch because it's just push, push.
It was exciting.
I mean, it's
earlier
okay
when they
if
were laning.
early on, but it's just like they push, Mordekaiser walks away, Singe chases them or runs away.
Yep. All right, let's switch because I'm tired of watching this top lane.
This top lane.
This top lane's boring now. Next top. The game itself probably could have been exciting just because it was a TF, but today we're doing top, so.
We can do
Fun
support next
game.
week because that was the second highest.
Oh yeah, sure we can do that. We can just go by that, or we can put up another vote and be like, I'm doing this one. It's like 8 minutes in, so top lane might be like
Over.
almost over. But next week, I think we'll either put another vote for the 4 remaining roles, or we'll just go with the second best.
Yeah.
I kind of like the vote idea because then like the 6 people that voted for top will vote other places.
Yeah.
And we'll get to watch something more
This is
interesting.
an interesting game. There's a lot of mixed. Top team is 2 plats, a silver, and unranked, and then the bottom team is 3 golds, a plat, and a silver.
Well, these are all like diamond and plat players right now. But,
Oh, I
like,
know. I'm just saying. Seriously.
the more important part is we have a Poppy in top lane.
Ooh.
Yep.
Oh, I've
Poppy
seen Rivalry
Volibear.
before. I don't remember where from though.
I remember there is a player that only plays Poppy religiously, kind of like me
That's
with TF.
Zekin.
Oh, that's Zekin?
He plays Poppy on one of his accounts. It's Spam Happy. Only plays Poppy.
Huh.
Then he plays like AP Janna and whatever else on his main.
Oh, if Poppy had landed that into the tower as a stun,
Ooh, that
they would have
Volibear.
gone
He
Volibear.
did.
But Volibear just got a double kill because Poppy screwed up there.
And he got double buffs.
And double buff. No, single buff.
Oh, I thought there was a blue buff on him. My bad. Yeah, that's not a fun lane to be in anymore.
Yeah, no.
Volibear's just an obnoxious champion. And the Poppy picked into the Volibear, unless he didn't think that. Oh, I guess no, he picked into it
How can you tell?
because purple side
yeah.
pick, and unless they switched, I guess. But going by the pick order, it looks like the jungle and the top lane were already decided. So I don't really know what the Poppy was doing.
So once again, Volley doing very standard good play, push the lane up because he just got a kill. The biggest mistake you can do after getting a kill is backing. If you do that, your opponent's going to get the AXP, and he's actually going to get an EXP advantage on you because kills aren't worth that much experience. And he will be able to get ahead, but because it was pushed into the tower, a lot of EXP was lost, and this was great for Volibear.
Although the only time I would disagree with that is if you get a kill like at level 2 and you take a lot of damage, because by the time they get back, like there's a very low respawn time, and when they get back, you'll have either a sustained disadvantage or you'll just have a health disadvantage.
I think you should still push the next wave that comes. You do have at least 20 seconds.
I mean, if you don't do it properly, then you can get the lane frozen on you.
Well, this is
do
true,
that.
but okay, I play mid. Freezing lane is not something you do. In top, maybe. Mid, no. You don't
Top is
freeze the
very
lane in mid.
freezing lane is a very big part of it.
I also think pushing is a very big top of it. If you're like, I don't think there's a champion that pushes too slowly to be able to force a lane forward. Like, you don't even have to kill everything. As long as you make everything low health, you can leave, or you take out like 3 out of the 6 minions. You can just leave.
Yeah, usually what I do if I'm gonna push, but I think I'm gonna lose experience by staying too long, is I'll kill like half that Volibear, man.
So remember when Poppy had a passive that made it so things did less damage when it did it's like does 10% less damage when it's 50%.
No, it gets divided in half, I think.
Oh, let's read. Let's do some reading.
Reduced by 50% if it exceeds 10% of your current health.
Yep. So like, you remember when Volibear did more damage based on Poppy's health? So
yeah, that kind of counters
Poppy's
it.
passive doesn't matter anymore. GG.
I wonder if the Volibear guy picked Volibear into Poppy, knowing all of that. 'Cause that'd be pretty strong.
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, what I was saying is, if you kill like a couple of the minions, you get it pushing, but it'll also reset. Like if you push like half the minion wave and it doesn't hit the tower, their minion wave will catch up and push it back slowly.
Yeah.
Which is basically what you want. Like before like level 4, you don't have enough time to push the wave like from past half the river, like on your half of it, to their tower. You don't have enough time to do that.
TF.
So, other than that, it's fine to push it into the tower.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
Alright, let's look at items. Poppy trying to build full damage, Volibear not needing damage to do damage. So
I do like the
this fight.
I'm not really sure about that Spirit Stone actually. I guess
The Spirit Stone's fine because he's already way ahead.
I wonder if he's gonna go for the Spirit of the Ancient Golem. Because that gives health and CDR, I believe.
Well, the reason why Spirit Stone is actually fine in this case for him to build is because he needs the regen with Diana taking blue buff. He's not going to be able to out-sustain. So the Spirit Stone does what it does for junglers, which is gives them the regen to actually jungle without blue, but it's doing it for his top lane.
Could have also done a Philo Stone for the gold and getting a Shrelia if you wanted. Because that's a fine pick on Volibear in my opinion.
Yeah, that definitely is a fine pick. I think that Spirit Stone would be. I mean, I don't know. Actually, Spirit Stone I think is perfectly okay. It also makes him push the lane farther up. I mean, 10%
I think it's
extra
just
damage.
personal preference.
Yeah, but he did need that regen.
Although I think the Spirit Stone is actually more regen than the Philo Stone.
It could be. I don't remember the numbers.
I think Philo Stone is 10 and 6 health and mana, maybe.
That does sound familiar.
Something like that. So.
One more time, just a note, building that Spirit Stone and Philo Stone though is not something you do when you're behind. That's the Singe's mistake if you remember that tier. This is something you do when you're ahead. So when you're ahead, you can build this, and if you noticed, they were more on an even playing field. Poppy was almost able to kill Volibear. So he built an extra item thinking for late game, or like sustain, and that brought Poppy's power level closer to what Volibear's was. But if he built that when they were even, or if he was behind, he would have no chance anymore.
Yeah.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
I do like the Sunfire Cape on Volibear. The health, the armor, the extra damage, because Poppy's going to be in his face, so it's going to be doing extra damage. That probably just reduced, or made the disparity of like how close his health is going to be by quite a large bit now.
On the other hand, Poppy does do mostly magic damage, so...
Well, I mean, they were really even before, but that extra 40 damage per second is going to be a huge difference.
Oh yeah.
And it gets negated by, or it doesn't, her passive doesn't reduce that damage, so it's going to be really strong.
Yeah, that's dumb. Spirit of Elder Lizard on Ezreal, that's stupid. I don't like it.
Wait, what? The heck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's dumb, I don't like it.
45 attack damage, see, I guess against Caitlyn it would be okay in some line of existence, but I don't really know. That's really weird.
He needs lifesteal if he's fighting against someone that's poking him. That's dumb.
I mean, he is ahead. He has the double Dorans. He has the Lulu for the shield and the poke against the Leona.
Okay, well, what did we learn today? If you're ahead, you can build stupid things and still win.
If you're ahead, you can build whatever you want.
Yeah. That's why my own record has a 100% win rate.
It's the player behind the champion, not the champion that makes it good necessarily.
Oh, what you mean is it's the player, not the items.
Yes. Player and the... Yeah. What he said. That's what I meant to say. Anyway.
Volibear just pushing super hard.
I don't
Can't get to the fight
Poppy?
anyway.
Oh, Poppy went
so-
bottom and died. Didn't even see that. So
Can't get to
Volibear's
the
gonna
fight.
take their jungle and then just push top for free. Because they're all bottom.
Yep.
Well, at least he might go top, but I don't really see her being able to do anything. Volibear can probably just dive her and kill her with his passive up.
Diver and killer. Volibear can probably ignore her.
Yeah, that too. Wait, how much?
Actually, no. Sunfire Cape can't ignore. It's gonna take tower
Yeah,
aggro.
that too. double sword there. The only bad thing about Volibear is that the way that he builds, it doesn't really allow him to take towers very easily. From
Unless
the
he
way
goes
that most
like-
people build them, like Sunfire Cape and Warmogs and stuff.
Wit's End would be the only thing that would let him take that tower
Yeah,
fast.
I don't see him building a Wit's End though.
Yeah.
If he was facing an AP top, I could definitely see him doing that, but it's not really a common thing on him. As
Well,
much.
I would say Poppy would be an AP close enough to be an AP top. But the Sunfire does prevent him from being able to push. Because
Yeah.
if he goes in to try to hit the tower, the tower's going to start aggro. I'm switching to Poppy.
Mhm.
Nope, I'm not switching to
He's
Poppy.
just gonna
Poppy's
farm.
backing.
Go back. Honestly, right now, I could see the blue side going for Baron.
Honestly, right now, I can see purple side losing.
Yeah.
Let's switch games because
All
this
these
game's done.
all these games that just get decided so early.
But that's just what diamond players do. Like,
Yeah, like this is the difference. Is that diamond players, once they get their advantage, they know how to take it and win a game with it.
you keep your advantage when you have your advantage. You don't throw.
Like not buying tier when you're behind.
Yeah, like not buying tier when you're behind. All right, we're switching games because that one's got boring. All right, so you can see my desktop again. How about this 4-minute one? Ooh, this has an Udyr, so you'll like it.
Udyr,
Udyr,
the manly
Honey Badger.
man champion.
Honey Badger.
Trojan horse. Yeah,
What?
that's his name. Trojan
Oh
horse.
yeah. So let's see.
Looks-
Moldy pear. Okay.
Oh, it's a jungle Udyr. Dang it.
Oh no, this is. Wait.
Singed versus. Wait.
Oh, what? No,
Wait,
this is
isn't it?
Nasus versus Shen again.
Oh my god.
No, this is. I don't even know. I don't know what this game is right now. Nasus just. What? Huh?
I'm really confused.
Nasus just teleported backwards and then he backed. He blue pilled when he was at full health. No, he teleported down. I'm stupid. I don't know what happened there. That was lag.
That
But
lag.
this is Singed versus Nasus, or Singed versus Shen in top.
I don't even.
That farm lane.
So I guess Nasus is mid?
Yes.
Huh.
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting.
Oh,
Singed
let's
versus
see.
Shen is kind of boring though. Like this is the thing about top lane though, is that most of the time they're very tanky people, so they're not going to kill each other. Which is why I play people like Udyr who kill everyone while being tanky.
On the other hand, Singed does have a big disadvantage versus Shen early, because Shen does have that Fortitude pot, and he does have Key Strike, which does a lot of damage.
And he
Well,
does, and he's manaless.
Yeah, and he's manaless. Well, Singed doesn't have anything. Also, Shen has a ranged attack. So Shen's gonna be way ahead early. But as far as like later game, Singed is gonna be able to dump on Shen later game. I mean, Singed's gonna be farming behind tower. This, if Singed doesn't screw up really bad, will be the first farm behind tower Singed game we've seen in like recent games we've watched.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a Singe just farms up, takes the harass, laughs it off, and then farms behind tower.
Yep.
When Udyr isn't there. And then when
Why did you
Udyr shows
guys
up, he
pick
just hits his
top?
ult and runs away.
Why did you guys pick top? Like, of all the lanes. Maybe if like Voyboy was playing Olaf in every game we watched.
I was kind of hoping that we'd get like jungle or something. Jungle's interesting. I said top is probably the most boring to watch.
Well, Singed building tier is not a bad thing. Singe building tier when he's behind is a bad thing.
Yeah.
This Singe was even when he built tier.
Tier is
It's
a good item on
0
Singe.
to 0 0 0.
Not
Like
building it when you're behind.
farm shot GG. Wasn't that one of the people that we watched? One of the baddies.
I don't know. I haven't really been looking at the names, aside from when I recognize them immediately.
Do we not do top next week?
Can we just
Actually,
do
we're not
top
doing
ever?
top next week.
Maybe we should do top for like tournaments or something. Like, and look at that, because that'll actually be like interesting stuff. Like whether it's 1v2 to evaluate on, or you know, actual people like Dyrus versus Boy.
Yeah, but we're not gonna get one of those games during a Tuesday
True.
live
True.
tutorial. Maybe if we were Friday or Thursday.
Whatever.
Well, we'll do top another time, but top is still boring. Please choose better next week. Actually, you can't really fuck up next week. Next week only has fun things.
Yep.
So we
Top's
got
only
that
fun with you.
support. We got support for days. We got mid for people that like killing other people. Got jungling for those that are crazy that like to do that nonsense.
Just mad because you can't jungle.
Shut up! Oh, Shen just canceled auto attack, missed the minion. And like we said this earlier, Singe is gonna be able to just not care about Shen at a point, and this is the point. So
As soon as he got his ult, then like, it's over, because he's just gonna heal up with his ult. Like, he's not gonna try to kill Shen, he's just gonna use his ult to get his mana and health back up.
Yep. And as soon as he sees Shen back, he backs too. Shen is gonna get pieces for Sunfire Cape, and Singe is gonna go for Giant's Belts.
Oh, not
and
bad.
a bunch of other sustain as well.
Yep, he's just farming. I do like that Shen picked teleport for this. Oh wait, no, that's his ult. I'm really stupid. I just saw I was like, oh, he has teleport. Okay, I don't like that then. I don't
Does it
like that he
taste
brought
like
Ignite,
purple?
because there's no way he's gonna kill Singe 1v1 ever.
Yep. So like I feel like he just picked Ignite because he just always does. So you gotta also consider what your summoner spells are for.
Unless he's bringing it for Nasus and or Fiddlesticks.
No. You have Ziggs with Ignite for Fiddlesticks.
I'm just saying.
And Nasus is instant health, it's not healing. So it doesn't get Ignite
I mean, like,
penalties.
his life steal from auto-attacking people, if he's trying to kill them.
Well, yeah, but if you was against Nasus in lane, that's still a farm lane.
Yep. That's actually probably why I picked Nasus into Ziggs, because he can just sustain the damage back up as soon as he gets the Negatron. And then you have a Nasus on your team that's getting free farm, basically. Although he's down 40 farm almost, so maybe not.
Well, yeah, Ziggs has a ranged attack, Tim.
Yeah.
I don't care how well you sustain, if you can't get the minions.
Yeah, this is Singe just gonna run it at Shen and kill him.
So this is kind of the opposite of Jason's run at them press button strategy. This is run at them don't press buttons.
Just run at them and die.
Run at them get kills anyway. Come on, I want to see some farming behind tower, Singed. Do it up.
He's gonna push Singe, or he's gonna push Shen out of lane pretty soon. Because Shen's out of health potions now, so.
Yup.
And Singed is Singed, so he's got 2 health potions and his ult.
This is actually really patient and smart play by Singed. He decided to go and ward pretty deep before trying to farm behind tower.
But then Udyr caught him out. And Udyr might kill him.
No.
Oh, come on, Udyr, you're supposed to be a man.
If Singed wanted to, he could have just void tossed.
Honestly,
Udyr
they
there.
definitely could have killed Singe because Shen had his ult and Ignite. Like, if he just ulted Udyr, they could have killed him and then walked away. Scumbag Diamond players not using tactics.
Scumbag Diamond players, no map awareness.
A Shen with no map awareness?
It happens, it's scary.
Although I don't really know why Udyr has a Sheen.
What I don't know is why Singed didn't buy boots.
I mean, I can see the Sheen building into the Triforce. That's a fine item on Udyr, but I don't know why he'd get it first. Aside from just spamming a lot and having the mana, I guess, but I don't really see it being good. I think if he had, like, any other damage item, and like either if he had the Zeal or the Phage, he could have killed that. He could have killed that Singed.
If he just kept his poison on, he would have gotten it.
Yep. And I see Singed just pushing this and then going. This is where Singed is gonna go behind the tower, right here.
Yep, right here.
Shen's probably gonna ult bottom because Nasus is teleporting. So Singed.
Is Singed ult? Yep, there's the Singed ult. Or Shen out. And then Singed just doesn't care. Farm behind tower time.
He's probably gonna. Yeah, he should get this tower.
Oh yeah, I'm watching Shen. Shen might be doing stuff. Nope, Shen's just getting
They're
dragon.
getting dragon because they killed everyone.
That's almost equally.
It's
God
so
damn
exciting,
it.
guys, pushing towers, getting dragons.
Why'd you guys pick top? I'm gonna hold it against you. All of you. Daze was right.
We'll find out who voted for top, and we'll find out where you live. And
Daze
make
was right.
you,
Should have done support.
We'll make you drink spoiled milk.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So.
Alright,
Let's play on
so
bottom lane here. Oh, fiddlesticks. Oh, I thought Shen was bottom. Never mind, I'm dumb. I'm blind.
Shen and Singe just warding up blue buff.
Now Shen's gonna go mid. Maybe, yeah.
And you know what he's gonna do in mid?
Gonna push
He's gonna
them.
push the wave.
Purple team's turret
Running around the
has been
minions.
destroyed.
Pushing waves OP. Good. Those of you that voted for mid, you get a thumbs up from Jason from DusilB. I love you guys for voting for mid. Probably far more exciting than top. Jungle at least like roams the map, you know, has presence. Capitalizing on the first 15 minutes of the game by being good.
By the way, Jason, this is why I refuse to play Malphite top. Because I don't like playing like this. It's just boring.
Alright, this is gonna be the last one that we
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't wanna do this anymore. It's not good for us or the people watching to just watch this silly stuff.
Sadly, mechanically, there wasn't a lot to talk about besides that Mordekaiser singed.
Yeah, that was actually decent stuff. Soul's really good at his mechanics, I have to say.
Other than that,
he's really good.
Other than that, this has just been like one person pushes, or actually the Jax game versus the really bad Singe was good.
Yeah,
at least for
I
Jax
feel like
mechanics.
the only games we actually got some good commentary on was the Jax games, because there was actually mechanics to point out, not just running around with your poison on.
Hi, I run forward with poison, I kill minion wave, then I go away.
Yeah.
Haha,
Although
I
we did point out the whole, you know, what items to buy at what time.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Don't
talked
buy
about counter. We also talked
non-combat
about
items
split
when you're
pushing
behind,
a bit.
etc.
Split pushing was important.
So.
Okay.
I think this game
games.
could probably go either way, to be honest. I think that
Well,
the
this
blue
game's
team
far
is going to
from
win, though,
decided.
because the purple team is doing kind of stupid stuff.
This game's far from decided. It's.
I mean, I'm just saying, in the exact current state of things, with how people are playing, the blue team will probably win. Although, with stuff like this, who knows? That wither.
So remember when you said NASA would be getting freeform?
Yeah, not so much. Alright, here we go. Singe turned his ult on. Going in. Going full speed Singe.
On the other hand, he left Fiddle to die, so they don't have any more damage.
And then Shen just ulted. Not even mad. And they killed Nasus. They're definitely going to kill Singe. They're probably going to turn and kill that Lulu who stepped way too
Here
close.
comes Lulu.
Although she's got her thing. And she hit all 4 of them with her slow. Nice.
And that pretty much blocked off Carmen's shield.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Tristana, wait around to use your ult. That would have.
That she now doesn't have to use on.
Yeah.
Although,
No, that Lulu's dead.
well, I was right on that at least. If this Udyr had more mana, I could see them getting that kill, but he's out of mana. Can't do anything. Alright, let's see. Singe is coming down.
Singe is farming.
He doesn't have level 2 boots yet. He's getting a Rylai's, that's pretty good. The whole blue team is pretty much... No, not really. Udyr and Shen are really the main threats. Especially with Karma's speed boost, having the Rylai's, like the AoE with the poison for the Rylai's is pretty good. On top of Singe's
I'm
adhesive
kind of
thing.
surprised that Singe's tier isn't stacked yet. Obviously not enough poison being outputted.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm actually gonna stop here because there's no more specific
There's no more
lane
top lane stuff going on.
So